All the projections of the future of the Earth, the solar system, and the universe must account for the second law of thermodynamics, which states that entropy or loss of energy available to do work must rise over time. Stars will eventually exhaust their supply of hydrogen fuel and burn out. Close encounters between astronomical objects gravitationally fling planets from their star systems and the star systems from the galaxies. Physicists accept that the matter itself will eventually come under the influence of radioactive decay, as even the most stable materials break apart into subatomic particles. Current data suggests that the universe has a flat geometry and thus will not collapse in on itself after a finite time. An infinite future allows the occurrence of number of massively improbable events such as the formation of Boltzmann brains. The timelines that are displayed in this video covers the events from the beginning of the 4th millennium, which begins in 3001 CE, to the furthest reaches of the future time. A number of alternative future events are listed to account for the questions still unresolved, such as whether humans will become extinct, whether the protons decay, and whether the Earth survives when the Sun expands to the red giant. So this has become familiar, and today we are going to talk about how does the future in space look like. Have you ever thought of the collision of the Milky Way galaxy and the next neighboring nearest galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy? Every star visible to us in our galaxy, the Milky Way, however, there is a galaxy that can be seen as a kind of blurry, almost distant shape. It's the Andromeda galaxy. It's 2.5 million light years away from the Milky Way and contains twice as many stars as our galaxy. One day it will crash into us. The galaxy isn't moving slow either. It's coming towards us at 300 kilometers per second, which is about 300 times faster than a bullet. Even after the collision, it will take almost a billion years to completely merge and form a new galaxy that can be called as Milkdromeda. In fact, our solar system would outlive our galaxy and will have a new cosmic address, a giant elliptical galaxy formed by the collision and the merger of Milky Way and the Andromeda. Ever thought of the footprints that Armstrong left on the moon will get eroded? Yes, on the moon, Neil Armstrong's one-step footprint and Tranquility Base will erode, along with those left by the 12 Apollo moonwalkers due to the accumulated effects of the space weathering. Normal erosion processes active on the Earth are not present due to the moon's almost complete lack of atmosphere, and this will happen nearly almost 5,000 years from now. Ever thought of the more closest star than the Sun from Earth? Yes, the small red dwarf Ross 248 will pass within 3.24 light years of Earth, becoming the closest star to the Sun, and it will recede after 8,000 light years from now, making the Alpha Centauri and the Gliese 445 the nearest stars. Ever thought of Earth without Sun? Yes, the Sun would become invisible or it will become a supernova more likely. For a star to go supernova, it must be at several times more massive than the Sun, or estimated run from 8 to 15 solar masses. Now, just like our Sun, the star would eventually run out of hydrogen and helium fuel at its core. Nevertheless, it will have enough mass and pressure to fuse carbon. The heavier elements will build up at the center and become layered, with elements becoming lighter toward the outside of the star. Now that core of the star is heating up and becoming denser. Eventually, the implosion will bounce back off the core, expelling the stellar materials into space, forming the supernova. Hearing about there will be no sun, you would be surprised, but before that, there will be no total solar eclipse after 600 million years. A total solar eclipse occurs because of the apparent diameter of the moon in the sky, given the right conditions, is larger than the seeming diameter of the sun, and all the direct sunlight is blocked at the specific points on the globe. Ultimately, the long after you and I have departed, our moon will no longer be large enough in the sky to block the light of the sun completely, and we will no longer have the total solar eclipse. Our moon, as steady as it looks, is drifting away from the earth at rate of 3.8 centimeters per year. On the other hand, our sun is also gradually growing larger every year. There will be a day when the moon will become too small in the sky to block the whole sun. The day is about 600 million years in the future. In 2017, NASA published some papers regarding this and is about 563 million years, although the Belgian astronomer Jean Mies suggests in his book More Mathematical Astronomy Measures suggests that the moon and the earth will result in period on off and on total solar eclipses starting in 619 million years from now. Ever thought of Saturn without its rings? Yes, there was a time that Saturn was not having rings, and that time is yet coming again. According to NASA's research in 2018 confirms that our beloved Saturn is losing its rings and at maximum rate estimated by Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 observations made decades ago. The rings are being pulled into Saturn by gravity. This estimates that Saturn will lose its rings 300 million years from now. Many people still have a question: was Saturn was developed with rings, or did the planet acquired them later in life? This new research supports that the latter scenario. This tells us that the rings are unlikely to be older than 100 million years. Now, this indicates that rings are temporary for these gas giants. Perhaps we must missed out on the giant ring system of Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. Although we are lucky to be around to see Saturn's ring system appears to be in middle of its lifetime. We might not be experience major events like collision of Milky Way and Andromeda, but still other things to be grateful for, such as Saturn's rings. Unfortunately, we are in a region of Milky Way where a supernova occurs once every 50 to 100 years or so. But if we are really lucky, stars like Betelgeuse and Eta Carinae might go supernova in near future, and we will witness one of the most inspiring events in the cosmos. Recently, Betelgeuse stars started dimming dramatically. The 11th brightest star dropped in magnitude 2.5-fold. Does this mean the star has reached to the end of its cycle? There is still no answer to this question. Although if Betelgeuse does defy the in our lifetime, not only Betelgeuse will be visible during the day, but it will rival the moon for the second brightest object in the sky. So that's all from this video. If you like the video, please like, comment, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Become familiar.